Bonjour, I hope you're well and you're looking forward to another episode of Regen Rovers. It's episode 96 today and we're just over halfway through our championship season. We're in 15th place, we're on 30 points, 6 above 22nd place Norwich, so 6 above the relegation zone, 10 points off the playoffs, but we're not really looking up, are we? We're more looking down and hoping that we can stay above that bottom 3. Since I last left you then, there's been some decent results and today we're going to be playing 3 matches. We're going to be taking on Luton Town and Derby County, 2 teams that are just below us fighting for their lives as well. And we're also going to take on Brighton, a Premier League team in the FA Cup 3rd round. So that'd be a nice way to end today's episode. So of course in the last episode we drew against Walsall, we beat our city rivals Winchester in the Hampshire Senior Cup. I've played 3 more matches since then and a quite remarkable win away from home against Sunderland. They actually took the lead in the 50th minute but we turned it around. Look at the statistics, they dominated us in terms of shots and possession, but they couldn't really create many clear-cut chances. There was a lot of long-range shots flying in on our goal. And we were on defensive up until we went 1-0 down. Then I put it to attacking and we completely turned this game on its head. Mark Ball with the goal to get the equaliser thanks to Grant Hunt with a nice cross. And then Ryan Curtis managed to win the game for us 6 minutes later. Stupendous stuff from our 2 strikers. Good tackle from Stevenson. Grant Hunt involved as well. Delightful ball over for Ryan Curtis. Took it past the last defender. Bit fortunate, and then powered it past the keeper at the near post. Really important 3 points. Now this game against Preston, absolutely crazy, but this was the second time I played them. Now the first match I drew 1-1 and then my computer crashed. The whole thing just froze up. I had to read. It was very annoying. What happened was we took the lead through Mark Ball. We then went down to 10 men because of Cochrane, but they equalised in injury time, and Okoro had pulled off some fantastic saves. I must say he got a 7.2. Opposite in this game because he conceded 5. But yeah, I replayed the game and it's one of those dilemmas when you have a result that's positive or a draw and the game crashes, you kind of think, well, should I replay it until I get the same result? There's an argument for doing that, and there's also an argument for not doing that. We just say, well, that parallel universe doesn't exist anymore. We're now going down a different line. And that's kind of what I go by. You could go for the other thing, but let's say you lose the game and your computer crashes, and then you win the replay. You're probably going to continue with that. So you can't have one rule for one and one rule for another. So we have to go with this. It's a 5-3 defeat, a crazy game. We'll have a look at our goals. I mean, Preston were dominant in terms of shots, but once again, not really many chances. They didn't create a single clear-cut chance. But they scored 5 goals, just a bit unfortunate really. Ryan Curtis with our first goal of the game. I think they were 2-0 up at that point, but then they were 4-1 up and we managed to get 2 goals to almost drag our way back into this game. Flanagan was okay in this game, I suppose, but it really was just our 2 strikers performing. Ryan Curtis put a delightful ball in, deadly cross really, and Mark Ball headed home for our second goal of the match. And then 3 minutes later, Mark Ball scored again. I've changed the defensive centre-back partnership a few times, by the way. Just trying to get that combination working. Now, Dixon, Curry Dix played this. Curry Dix, the Spicy Dix, played today. Lucas Long came off the bench, but I then changed it for Brentford. 5 goals conceded, maybe Curry Dix isn't the way forward. So I played Pearce, Adam Pearce, our 4th choice centre, well, he was our 4th choice centre back, who came in the summer. I played Pearce and Dix Pearce. Great stuff, eh? Dix Pearce. And we got a clean sheet against Brentford. Boring game. Man of the match performance from Okoro in this one. But we got a valuable point. So today against Luton, we are going with Dix Pearce. Curry is actually injured, so he can't even feature anyway. So's Dickie Strutton. Pearce did play a reserve team game. I forgot to take him off under 23 duty, which is why he's a bit tired, but he's going to play anyway. Whitehead continues to be a disappointment at left back, so Samuel Wassini is back at left back with Passmore playing at right back. Austin Tilley is coming on the right hand side because, to be honest, Cochrane's dropped off a bit. He had a great start to the season, but he really has dropped off lately. Flanagan has improved a little bit, so he's in the team. We've got Perry Miles and Toby Brazil on the bench. Petanama On the left, I would have played Wes Honor actually, but he's tired. And then Curtis and Ball up front, of course. So this is the journey we made up to Luton Town for our first match today. So this is the second time you're going to see us take on Luton Town because, of course, our first match in the Championship was against Luton. And you might remember, Nigel Round, he scored in that 2-2 draw, didn't he? Decent player, scored plenty of goals at the start of the season, but Mark Ball is now ahead of him. I think he's joint top goal scorer. He was top goal scorer in League 2, top goal scorer in League 1. Can he do it in the Championship? We shall see. Beddingfield on the left, Natasha or Daniel? What's your preference? Let me know. Schulberg on the right. They've got some decent players. I think this is Ryan Sessegnon's brother, isn't he? But they're down in 21st. We've got to be taking advantage of that. Let's go for that. I don't want to be too harsh on them. I want to be relaxed. We're in a good position, but we can't take our foot off the gas. That's for sure. We are going defensive. That's what I've been doing lately. And then I've just been turning it up a notch when required in matches. Of course, we were 1-0 down against Sunderland. I flipped it to attacking and it worked wonders. Against Preston, just all over the place really. I left it on defensive and we scored 3 times and conceded 5. There's just no rules sometimes. As Stevenson fires a free kick just wide. Decent effort from the defensive midfielder. Early attack from Luton now is Davenport into Ridvan Tekin. I remember him. Oh, long range effort just wide. Wow, we're holding firm with our defensive mentality. A little bit boring. But as I've said previously, an away point in the Championship, any away point is good. That's headed away by Passmore. But here come Luton. That's fired over this time. They're restricting them to long shots, but we know how dangerous long shots are. It is a bit of a gamble. Corner, which Tilly will take. Short to Passmore. Passmore crosses it in. Back post. Curtis heads it on and Dix can't get on the end of it. And is this going to be at the end of the highlight? Or it seems to be continuing for the time being. Pummeled up the pitch. Cassini does well to win that. Now here's Patenama. We've not seen much of him this season. Knocks it long, looking for the run of Curtis, who gets onto the ends of it. Oh, decent effort. He really leathered that, didn't he? Pearce is quite tired, but I'm going to leave him on for the time being. We've got Lucas Long on the bench. That's a decent first half from us. I'm going to say that's motivated them. I'm going to say unlucky. Been unlucky so far to Curtis. That's motivated him. We're going to keep it on defensive because we have been quite dangerous in the break. We've created 2 half chances. They've not done anything. They've just had long shots, haven't they? Here they come though. Ridvan Tekin back to Round. Davenport Nidham. They're passing it around on the edge of the box dangerously. Toying with us. And Okoro tips that long shot over the bar. And Sessegnon to take the corner. Whips it in. Pearce knocks away. Schulberg back to Sessegnon. And that's the end of that highlight. Oh, it's nervy, isn't it? Don't really like these games. We saw a 0-0 against Walsall in the last episode. We're going to see another 0-0. Tilly's going to come off for Cochrane, who's not featured so much lately. And I will bring... Pearce, he's got his clean sheet so far, but he is tired. I think we've got to leave him on. We're keeping that clean sheet at the moment, aren't we? I think I'm going to knock it long. Hope that Mark Ball can get on the end of a long ball. We've not seen him really involved yet, have we? Corner to Luton. Just under half an hour to go. That's headed just wide. Going to bring Toby Brazil on for Flanagan. I'm okay with a draw. I know it's a very negative staying defensive for the entire game, but I'm okay with a point. We're just going to make the last. I'm going to bring Grant Hunt on for Ball. He's not done much today, just for the last 3 minutes. 2 minutes of injury time to go. Corin knocks it long. Grant Hunt can't win that. Are we going to get punished for our negative play today at the death? Aquara easily saves that one. We've actually had 3 half chances here. If anything, we've been the better team in that. Well, we've definitely been the better team in creating chances. Here's Assini crossing in at the death. It's a corner which we can't seem to take advantage of. There's 10 seconds to go. I think that's it. Passmore knocks it long. Headed away. Grant Hunt. Can he do anything here? We're going to see the final whistle or a last gasp goal. Curtis heads it. Easy save for the keeper. If he'd brought that down on his chest, if he'd been a little bit more adventurous there, a bit braver, he could have created an opportunity for himself. But 2 draws against Luton this season. That's okay. And away from home, we've got to be happy with a point, haven't we? Although it's not over yet. It is over now. There we go. Another 0-0 for you. Sorry. But, like I said, we've got to be pleased. Assini man of the match, by the way. So for today's second match, we invite Derby County down to Plumbing Park. Two changes for this derby game. Then we've changed the wingers. Cochrane has come in for Tilly and Wezon has come in for Patinama, who's not done much lately. So let's hope Wezon can impress the derby team. They've only got one real life player. It's got to that point where there's more regens in opposition teams than real players. They've got some decent players, as every championship club does, but they've been fairly disappointing this season. And we beat them earlier on in the year. Let's hope we can do it again today. Now I'm going to go balanced from the start today, I think, rather than defensive. Let's be slightly more positive and we'll get on with this. Hopefully we'll see some goals, because you've seen 2-0-0s in a row in the league, haven't you? We want goals, particularly for Regen Rovers. Good tackle, Flanagan. Great tackle at the start of this first half. Here's Ryan Curtis. We've got an early opportunity here. Mark Ball's through. Mark Ball hits the post. Oh, it's a clear-cut chance as well. It's a missed clear-cut chance. Mark Ball is Canberra shy in front of goal just today. Goes through phases, doesn't he? Wow, we've dominated so far, but here come Derby with Quinn. That's blocked. Mariano crosses it deep. Okoro. Oh no, Okoro. Oh, he spilled it. He very, considering he doesn't have the highest command of area or anything like that, it's very rare for him to spill something. But I think it's got to that point in the championship where he's been attacked by better attackers, essentially, and he's more likely to drop something. He's certainly not been quite as convincing in the championship, but he has still pulled off amazing saves. He's still picked up 7 clean sheets, and I guess he's probably been better than Glenn Martin. Glenn Martin's only played in cup competitions as well, so we can't really analyse him. I think we've got to stick with Okoro until he starts making mistake after mistake. I think it'd be harsh to drop him, that's for sure. Here's Stevens. 1-0, battered it home from outside the box. We've had the clear-cut chance, we've had 2 half chances, but we've failed to score so far. Let's go attacking. Long shots, the bane of my life. 1 minute until, well, with 2 minutes, we've got 1 added minute as well. Half time is upon us. Here's Mark Ball. Through though, round the back. Mark Ball fires it wide. What's happened to him? 2 missed clear-cut chances in this match. We've had the chances. Why aren't we scoring? We scored 3 against Preston. Unfortunately, we conceded 5, but we're just not scoring at the moment. Is this the 3rd game in a row? Expect to see much better in the second half. Cautiously going to say there's a lot more to come from the attack. I'm going to push. I'm going to bring on Grant Hunt, actually. Grant Hunt's going to come on the right hand side as an attacker. And I'm going to push the defence up a little bit. Let's go. Come on. Let's get back into this. The defence have now conceded a goal. First goal those two have conceded at the back. Long range effort though from a corner. Can't really say it's the defence's fault, I would say. Passmore's having a blinder at right back. Here's a chance. Oh, headed on by Dix in the end. Over the bar. Tempted to go very attacking. Corner to Derby. Frizzle, great name. Crosses it deep. Assini heads away. Now Flanagan, can he... No. It's just not falling for us. Here is Flanagan again, though. Ryan Curtis does exceptionally well. Mark Ball's well offside. Get onside, my friend. Oh, look at Curtis go. This has to be a goal. It has to be a goal. And finally, Mark Ball scores. There we go. Oh, thank goodness for that. His 15th goal of the season. We pulled their defence apart. Ryan Curtis did brilliantly and Mark Ball applied the finish. Look at this from Ryan Curtis, turning on the halfway line. Their defence. What are they doing? They're running into each other. Look at all these players trying to get back. We had Mark Ball in the middle open. We also had support. And yes, we're back into this. Thank goodness for that. Wes Honor hasn't really done much, has he? Maybe we'll leave him on for the time being. Flanagan. I'm going to bring on Perry Miles. Why not? Blame as a normal central midfielder. Here we go. Can we turn this game on its head and win it? Passmore crosses it in. Headed over the bar. That was weird. It was over though. From Dix, I think. Or Pierce, not entirely sure. Just a few minutes to go. Can we grab a winner? We've still got on attacking. I'm going to... I don't know. I am actually going to take Wes Honor off for Patinama. Free kick to Derby. They take it short. Here comes French. Great tackle by Grant Hunt, but we can't win it properly. Here's French again. He's still going. Here's Belford. Out wide to Holmes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's over. We've had 3 clear-cut chances, 4 half chances. How are we not winning this game? How is Passmore on an 8.0? 8.1? What the? 8.2? What the hell is going on with Passmore? What has he done in this game? It is ridiculous. We've drawn 1-1. We should have won this game, but at least we've seen a goal. I don't understand what Passmore was doing, though. Where is he? Here's Passmore. Tackles. Did he win lots of tackles? 3 tackles, 1. He completed 2 crosses, which might have helped. He won 5 headers. I don't really know why he picked up so many. How many points? Interceptions, maybe 4. I mean, it's not different to Dick's. Well, great stuff from Passmore, to be fair. Those positives, that's for sure. So after those 2 matches, we have dropped down to 17th place in the table, 7 points above the relegation zone now. Sunderland in 22nd, 32 points, 8 wins, 8 draws, 10 defeats, minus 9 goal difference. It's not bad, is it? I mean, considering we're expected to be fighting really against relegation, we're expected to be bravely fighting and expected to finish bottom. I don't think that's too bad. We've now had 2 draws in a row. Bit of a draw specialist at the moment. Next championship game will be against Stoke, which will be tough. Reading in 10th and Leeds in 11th. So 3 sort of mid-table teams fighting to get into those playoffs. Bristol Rovers then a mid-table team. So 4 mid-table teams. Eastleigh in the Hampshire Senior Cup, we can write that one off. Birmingham in mid-table, and then Palace, an actual playoff team at the moment. So there's some winnable games. It could go either way here. It really could. We might be fighting for our lives come the end of the season, or we might comfortably be safe. But we're only just over halfway through the season, remember. Now, I've made some changes for this Brighton game. One is forced. Okora has picked up the flu. Poor old David Okora, so he is out. So, Glenn Martin. We get to see a bit of Glenn Martin in goal for us. He is improving, by the way, in training. He's working really hard, and it might not be too long before he steals David Okora's place. We'll have to see. Shay Skinner's on the bench. Brazil's come in for Flanagan, and Patinama's come back in on the left-hand side. And this is the journey we made over to the Amex Stadium in Brighton. So we're likely to lose this, but we will go defensive from the start against this Brighton team. Schick up front looks very dangerous against the sort of team we have. They're 15th in the Premier League, but they should still be beating us, shouldn't they? They're a superior team, a far superior team. This guy, Schick, he's got 119 caps and 50 goals for Czech Republic. Wow. Morley playing behind Chris Morley. On the left, they've got Alex Iwobi, 135 caps for his country now. Tapia on the right. He's picked up youth caps for Colombia. They've got some very good... Arthur, bloody hell. How have they signed him? On a free from... But he didn't really play for Barcelona. I suppose that's the issue for him. But wow, what a player he is. They've got John Stones as well. 142 caps. Moved to Barcelona. I did show him actually in the Regen Rovers Revelations video, didn't I? But he's now moved to Brighton for almost 15 million. Interesting. So this is going to be tough. Let's go for that team talk. Let's motivate Curtis. We're going defensive from the start, but we know we can be dangerous on the break. Let's get on with this. You haven't seen... You saw us beat Winchester City. When was the last time you saw a league win in a video? I don't actually know. But we're picking up points here and there, aren't we? We're grinding them out. Here's Patinama knocking it long. It's done well there. Here's Curtis. Curtis back to Patinama. Our Dutchman. Down the left-hand side. The flying Dutchman. Look at him go. He's been tackled though. But Stevenson picks up the pieces. And he's played it back to Adam Pearce. It's a nice ball out way to Cochrane down the right. Can he cross it in? He can, and it's through to Curtis. We're 1-0 up. Can we pull off an FA Cup shock again? We've pulled off some shocks over the last couple seasons against Premier League opposition. Can we do it again today against Brighton? That was a beautiful ball from Cochrane, and Ryan Curtis gets his 11th goal of the season. He's a part of the furniture now, isn't he? Alongside Mark Ball up front. Free kick in a dangerous position for Brighton. Somehow we block that there. And here's Curtis. Can we counter here? Ryan Curtis. Back to Patinama. Have we got Mark Ball ready to pounce? Is this going to fizzle out? Or are we actually going to have another opportunity? Mark Ball's through here with his pace. Mark Ball hits it straight at the keeper's second clear-cut chance. Corner to Brighton now instead. And this is a chance from the outside the box maybe. Crossed in, knocked away, but we've not got rid of it properly, have we? It's John Stone's good tackle, but they're still on the ball. And there's a bit of space for Alex Iwobi. Passmore heads away, and now maybe we can break with Stevenson leading the charge. Our halfback finds Curtis, who finds Mark Ball, and it's crossed all the way over to Patanama. Bit of a mouthful there. Interesting pass, wasn't it? Here's Cochrane. Back to Stevenson. Oh, what is that? That is a dreadful pass from Cochrane, but that just glorious opportunity to counter, and it results in a Brighton shot, fortunately over the bar. And now Brighton come again with a throw-in. Brazil does well. Assini now knocks it through, looking for Mark Ball. Can't get on the end of that one, but oh no, Patanama can't win that. Tapia now. There's plenty of chances, plenty of highlights in this game. It's exciting. Here's Schick through to Iwobi. 1-1. Annoying. Another highlight. I imagine Brighton will probably take charge from this point onwards. But we can hit them on the break. We've shown ourselves capable of hitting Brighton on the break today. We just didn't take advantage of that Mark Ball pass to Patanama. I don't really know why he did that. But here he is again. Mark Ball to Cochrane. Knocks it long over the top for Curtis, who can't get on the end of it. But Patanama steaming up. Here he is. Can he put a decent cross in? It was decent, and Mark Ball makes it 2-1 after a defensive clanger from Chandler. Wow, back in the lead again. Look at this. Patanama, I thought it looked like a decent curling cross, but the defender should still have had that covered, but he's just completely cocked up there, hasn't he? Mark Ball couldn't miss, but we've got a highlight straight away, which isn't always a good thing. Loads of highlights in this game. We've got it on key, but we're still getting tons of highlights. Here's Iwobi knocking it over to Subaric, crossing it in. That was almost 2-2. Defensively a little bit shaky, but we've created 2 clear and half chances in this game. That is quite remarkable from us. But here come Brighton. Here's Arthur. Passmore intercepts. Mark Ball's after it. Look at his pace, that raw pace. He's found Curtis. Ryan Curtis. What a goal, what a counter. Mark Ball with incredible pace. Ryan Curtis with the finish. Wow. But yeah, Passmore did well. But look at that from Mark Ball. And then a brilliant pass completely kills this defender. And Ryan Curtis beats the keeper. Incredible scenes here. How are we scoring 3 goals against a Premier League team? We can't score against Luton and whoever else we didn't score against. I can't remember. Anyway, here they come again. I suppose we're just hitting them on the counter. These Brighton are more likely to attack than Luton, I suppose. They're round the back and that's fired over. 4 minutes to half time. And that's headed onto the crossbar and cleared by Assini. I'm just going to shout some praise because they deserve it, don't they? Here's Arthur. Maybe a long range shot here. It's out wide though. Here's Tapia. Oh, really good stuff from Stevenson. And here's Ryan Curtis now. Curtis finds Mark Ball. Can he do it alone? Mark Ball. He's found Brazil. Toby Brazil. What a save. That is an incredible save, I must say. But Toby Brazil, that's a 4th clear-cut chance we've created. Unbelievable from us today. Really unbelievable. 1 minute left of extra time. Injury time, added on time, whatever you want to call it. Brighton looking to get a second and head back into the second half with an opportunity to turn it around. They do. Morley scores a banger. Glenn Martin can't keep it out. They've got a good chance to turn this around, haven't they? But what a first half from us. We could have scored more. We could have scored 5, I think. And we've got to be pleased with that. Even if we go on to lose this game, we have to be happy with the performances of our players today. They have been magnificent at countering Brighton. And we'll just leave it on defensive and do what we're doing. Just keep hitting them on the break. Throw into Brighton early on in this second half. Assini did well initially, but gave it away. Here's Behrens into Morley with that long-range effort. Is he going to do it again? Here's Subaric, something like that. Behrens, Morley again. Here he is to Tapia. Good interception by Assini. Stevenson, get rid of it, lads. Get rid of it. Patanama clears. Can't find Curtis, though. And we've just gifted possession straight back to Brighton. It's out wide to Lupic. Crosses it in deep. Iwobi can't win it, but Subaric cleared. Come on, Mark Ball. Yes, there we go. Mark Ball. Relieve some pressure for us. Cochrane. That's a great ball to Ryan Curtis. Ryan Curtis is through. Ryan Curtis makes it 4-2. And that's his hat-trick. He scores a hat-trick against Premier League Brighton. What a ball from Cochrane. But once again, the counter-attack ability from this team shines through. This is what we did in League 1 and League 2. We've not done it so much in the Championship because I think teams, maybe they're respecting us a bit more. We're not having quite so many opportunities to hit teams on the break. What a performance this is. 25 minutes to go. Cochrane into Passmore. He's got a bit of pressure on, but here's Adam Pearce knocking it clear. Trying to find Mark Ball. Can't find him though. And now Brighton can build from the back, but Ryan Curtis intercepts. Can he get a fourth? He should have done. That was a sixth clear-cut chance. Brighton are all over the place at the back, aren't they? Mistakes everywhere. And we should have scored 7 or 8 goals today, really, with the opportunities we've had. Brighton coming forward, looking to try and get a third themselves. Here's Lupic. And that's the end of that highlight. Wow, what an unbelievable game. I'm going to make a change. Actually going to bring Perry Miles on in the middle. Now, someone did mention playing Flanagan as a defensive midfielder. I've played him there a couple times, I think, off the bench. He's going to come on for Stevenson, who's quite tired. We'll see how Flanagan gets on in that half-back role for the remainder of this match. Brighton with 20 minutes to go. Are they going to be able to turn this around? They certainly have the ability to, and they've got one back. It's 4-3. It's not over yet. Ricky Roberts, great name. They've not created a clear-cut chance. As always, it's goals from distance that do us. It's really frustrating. Now it's a free kick. Arthur to take it. Curls it to the back post. Iwobi heads wide. Just look at the statistics. They've had more shots. They've had more possession. But we've created the chances. 6 clear-cut chances to be precise. We're going to bring Grant Hunt on for the last few minutes. Mark Ball and Hunt will play as deep line forwards. We will waste time and try and cling on for this result. Last kick of the game, surely. It's crossed in, it's headed, it's cleared, and we are through to the 4th round of the FA Cup after a famous win against Brighton Albion. What a win! What a performance from our attackers in particular, leading the line with brilliant counter-attack play. Wow! What a fantastic result. Unbelievable win then. We're through to the 4th round of the Cup. We've got some money for getting through. Ryan Curtis was unbelievable in this game. And financially, lots of money. Look at that, £1 million coming in December. Gate receipts, TV money, etc. Fantastic stuff. We've got a good profit there, as you can see. Things are looking good, aren't they? We might go on a little bit of a cup run as well as hopefully surviving in the Championship this season. But we'll end it there. Thank you for watching episode 96 of Regen Rovers. Until next time, enjoy FM19. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you very soon.